Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to Tuesday's RuneScape Leagues Relics review. Now, if you guys haven't seen the video I released a little bit earlier on, it is the return of the Not a Brokey free-to-play to bond series. So go make sure to check that out. We are back on it and hopefully going to be double uploading for the rest of the week. Hopefully get that series completed before Leagues. However, we are not here for that. We are here to check out the free RuneScape free Leagues Relics released for today, to go through to see if we think they're worthwhile or a recommendation for when Leagues is released. So today we're going to get the Naragi Edict, the Antiquarian, and then also the Production Master. So we're going to start on the Naragi Edict. So this is going to grant you the Sliver of Edicts. The Sliver can be activated from the inventory for 16.8 seconds. When activated, it's going to heal 10,000 life points 4 times. Once per 4.2 seconds, boost your combat stats to 255 and will also revive if you die. So this is almost going to be, I think it was called like a last call relic, where you go into this absolute state of madness, and basically this is going to be something if you want to push for boss kill speed, if you want to go and try out some higher tier bossing as well. It's going to be a very strong relic, which is going to be probably a last tier relic, I imagine. Just because boosting to 255, even only for a limited amount of time, is going to be unbelievably strong for the DPS output. The Sliver has a cooldown of 1.5 minutes before it can be activated again. Additionally, the Sliver can be placed in your pocket slot and offers plus 300 armor, which is massive, plus 14 melee range magic necromancy damage bonus, a 1500 life point bonus, and then 15 prayer bonus as well. So this is going to be one of those absolutely overpowered final relics, I think. They normally have this kind of effect in the old school leagues as well, where you have a massively strong finishing weapon, which can just give you some huge bonuses as well. So the fact you can have a 10,000 life point heal 4 times, once per 4.2 seconds when this is activated, and then also to boost your combat stats to 255 for 16.8 seconds. The amount of damage you guys can do during that period could be incredible. Especially if you team it up with some of the blessings, some of the effects, where you can stack up your adrenaline and really go and push for that as well. That is a very, very big relic, and one I imagine which will be in one of the later phases, but it's still going to be very strong. Antiquarian. So this is going to be a archaeology relic. So this is going to be really interesting actually, because I don't think in the last leagues we really had one based around archaeology. So what this relic is going to do, all archaeology relics are available to use after completing the archaeology tutorial. The archaeology materials are automatically sent to the material storage or the bank if it's full. The monolith provides 1,000 monolith energy, so you can go absolutely insane on the amount of relics you can have at a time. The archaeology journal acts as a free soil screener as well. Very nice. Just cuts out a lot of the pain for it as well. And it basically means that from the point you get this relic, you can just get your soil processed into basic materials as well. So that's really nice. Fixate is available straight away and no longer has a cap to casting. So if you're going to be doing certain sets to go and get benefits, maybe some relic pieces as well, you can pretty much pick out whichever ones you want to go and get with that fixate. That is very, very nice. Archaeology lore pages are 20% more common. This is in addition to the passive effect. Receive 10 times as many chronotes from handed in collections. This overwrites the passive ×6 multiplier. Restoring an artifact requires half as many materials as what it previously did. Ancient caskets are received when completing an archaeology collection, so you don't have to do tetra compasses, which again is really nice. And then immediately reach 100% focus when you receive an artifact or lore page. Divine geos can be found while excavating and can contain archaeology materials, so this is pretty much a complete sweep of the archaeology skill. It's going to make archaeology an incredibly AFK and a fun time as well. My only point about this one is it's very specific. It really only just covers archaeology. You will get some benefits which kind of like translate to other skills through relics. But what they've done a great job in terms of some of the other relics is having skills be like multiple skills from relics. So like some skills will like kind of bleed into others, where this just seems to be solely archaeology. And I don't know if that's worthwhile enough to have in terms of a relic to waste up like a relic slot. It depends what it's going to go up against in terms of the other relics on that level. But it might be a bit too niche, it might be a bit too specific for that as well. And again, like we've been doing pretty much for all of these relic videos, drop in the comment section down below what you guys think about these relics, and if you're going to pick any of them as well. The Antiquarian is nice, it's very good, and especially if I'm going to have like one which is going to AFK a considerable amount, that is a really, really good one to have. So interesting to see which one of you guys would go and pick that one out. Now this one is going to be a big one, I think, because this was one we had last year. This is going to be Production Manager. So this is going to grant the Brooch of the Spirits, which is basically going to be a Brooch of God, but just kind of amplified to a much higher level. So this is going to give you various production activities, have their items produced at once. So I imagine this is going to be like fletching. So if you're going to fletch X amount of arrows, it's all done at once rather than go like 15 or however many that interaction is going to be at a time. It's all processed in once, which means if you're going to be doing something like fletching, crafting, any form of process window, it is going to be incredible XP. Like, you got to think now in the game, all the things you have which have a production window, off the top of my head, you've got smithing, cooking, you've also got certain bits of fire making, not too many, but certain bits as well. You've also got crafting, certain mage things, which I don't think mage will be included, but there are a lot of things which are used in terms of a process bar, and to have that all done at once is going to be incredible for XP. You never burn food accidentally. When wearing your brooch, you can spawn Serene Spirits, Divine Blessings, Catalyst of Alterations, which is the clue scroll one from the big book, which is really nice, and Manifested Knowledge. The Brooch of Spirits supplies infinite exquisite urns. That is also insanely overpowered. The exquisite urns are the new higher tier urns as well. They're going to give you a much bigger boost in terms of the XP you're going to get from urns. And we all know urns are incredibly strong in the game anyway. With the boost from leads as well, it's going to be so much free XP from the Production Master. That's a pretty big thing there as well. While wearing the Brooch, you gain portable skilling station benefits even when you're not using one. Where applicable, Masterwork items now take 1 action to complete. Masterwork is very strenuous, very time consuming, a lot of effort is needed to go and get Masterwork completed. To have that reduced to 1 action to complete certain parts is going to be a huge benefit as well. Not only that, whenever you are wearing the Brooch, you're going to get a +6 bonus to construction, cooking, crafting, herblore, fletching, and smithing as well. So you can go and do stuff at a higher level. The herblore especially, that is incredibly good because you can get potions at 6 levels above where you currently are. And it means that you can have overload access at like level 90. That is a really, really nice benefit. And to be fair, Potion Master is very, very good. Having the ability to go and get all those different spirits and different blessings as well are going to give you so much resources. The ability to go and process all your actions at once as well is going to be incredible for XP. If you're someone who's got some of the XP relics or the AFK relics beforehand and you're going to stock a lot of supplies, having Production Manager tied into that as well is just going to be so good. Especially if you're someone who likes to go and max on leagues, go and get like 120, 200 mil, whatever it is you might want to go and do. If you're doing anything in terms of skilling which uses and benefits these skills down here, Production Manager is pretty much, it has to be picked. Now, really interesting to see what tier of relic this is going to be, because if this comes up against something like the Archaeology Relic, it's only one real choice. Production Manager benefits so many more skills, and this is what I was trying to say. This relic here only really benefits Archaeology. Yes, it's going to be usable in terms of a skill, and it's going to give you some benefit, but Production Manager just covers so much. And I think the Edict one is definitely going to be one of the last ones because it's such a high-powered weapon. But Production Master looks very, very good, and definitely one I'm considering. The Archaeology one is nice, I just don't think it's for me. I think I want to focus a lot more on other things which have relics where you can have multiple benefits to multiple skills. It's just a bit too niche, it's just a bit too close, and just a bit too small in terms of what it can offer outside of the original skill as well. However, that is going to be Tuesday's episode done. We are getting towards the end of these relics, so what I'm really looking forward to is when we have the full overview of what tier each relic is going to be, and then we can start working out some game plans. I'm definitely going to do one on the Hogger, one on the main account. I think the Hogger is going to be more AFK, just sort of like play the long game, go and stack up the resources, and then when we get to a decent sort of level, go and really benefit. And the main account is just going to have to go after it really, really quick as well. But what I'm interested in is, what do you guys think? Drop in the comment section down below what you think about this one. I do think, once again, it's 3 relics where they've kind of knocked it out of the park. This Edict one sounds broken, and I'm really interested to see which ones are going to be on the same level, because this is so strong. The other 2, or the other one in terms of an alternative, have to be incredibly good. However, that is going to wrap up today's RuneScape League's Relic Reveals. If you haven't seen the video earlier on with the free-to-play to bond account, the links will be in the corner in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.